What's up YouTube, Gemini Johnny back again with another compilation of creepy TikToks to make you question everything. This is day 28 of our TikToktober series where I'm taking you through the weirdest, creepiest, and most disturbing footage I can find. So without further ado, let's jump right in.
Ever seen the movie Open Water? It came out in 2003. This couple goes scuba diving. They're way out in the middle of the ocean.
Don't tell me it's a Lost at Sea movie.
Yeah, it is. They're going scuba diving, right? They come back up or whatever, and the boat has left them.
Oh my gosh.
And so they're just stranded.
Oh my god.
They do eventually end up dying. And honestly, that is like a horrifying idea. Like the thought of that, right? Because
Terrible.
I was thinking in my head, I was like, okay, well, you got some oxygen on your back, but then you gotta think, a scuba tank, all that stuff, it's probably heavy.
Yeah, it's weighing you down.
Like, so what do? Do you give up your scuba gear? But then you're also like, you no longer have oxygen. Like,
Yep.
so like at least maybe like if you were just holding yourself up and then you fell down for a little bit, you at least could while you're just breathing through that and then go and like surface again. But it's based on a true story of and Eileen Lonergan. Back in 1998, they went to Australia to scuba dive in the Great Barrier Reef. And basically the exact same thing happened to them. It's such a scary prospect.
I love the ocean. I think the ocean is sick. I respect the ocean. But when I say that, I mean like from up here. Whatever goes on below, it's not my business.
Morbid Facts, Part 91. Josephine Myrtle was born with a rare genetic anomaly known as Dipagus. Her body was completely normal down to the waist, but below it she had 2 pelvises and 4 legs. Despite her condition, she still managed to marry a doctor and have 5 children. A healthy human heart can only beat for about 1 minute when removed from the body, but the heart of a coke user can beat for up to 25 minutes outside of the body. This is what a Japanese execution chamber looks like, where convicts are hanged from a long rope connected to the trap door. In Japan, prisoners on death row aren't told when they'll be executed until an hour before it happens.
Whoa.
They wake up each day wondering if it'll be their last. In 1957, a stray dog named Laika became the first animal to ever orbit the Earth when she was placed inside the Soviet spacecraft Sputnik 2. The dog was originally reported to have died painlessly in orbit about a week after takeoff. But nearly 50 years later, it was revealed that she likely died from
This is a story about when I had sleep paralysis. It was about 5 years ago when this happened to me. I remember that it was around 2 a.m., right as I was about to go to sleep. I eventually fell asleep. I had still thought I was awake because I remember my clock saying 3:15 a.m. and my bed was right next to my door, and every time someone would open it, it would be loud. In my sleep, I could not move. That is when I noticed what was happening. My door opened fully, and what I saw was a clown just standing there. I had closed my eyes for whatever reason, and it felt like I could hear breathing in front of me, and it gave me the urge to open my eyes. I ended up doing just that, and what I saw was the clown painting my face.
Ew.
I thought I was going to die, when all of a sudden the clown headed into my closet. When I could finally move, I screamed for my mom to come into my room, and she stayed in the room with me until I fell asleep. In the morning, she thought I had just had a nightmare, and I said probably, not trying to scare my family. A couple of weeks went by, and I was home alone when I heard something say, "I painted your face," coming from my room. I did not feel like telling her, as she would probably say I heard something else. Many years later, it still gives me
Dude, I don't do clowns. I don't know if I should tell the public that. Too late now. So that would really mess me up. Oh my god. And especially the painting your face part, I don't know why. I don't want my face painted at all. I don't even like doing face paint for Halloween, which is in 3 days. That's tight.
These are pictures with the most disturbing backstories, part 2. This is 19-year-old Deborah Freitas Bessa, and on January 9th, 2018, she disappeared. And 2 days later, her family learned that the girl had been kidnapped during a robbery in the city of Rio Branco, in the Brazilian state of Acre. And a short time later, a video of her execution began circulating on social media. The footage shows Deborah on her knees begging for her life, saying she did nothing wrong. But one of the men, the one holding the machete, tells Deborah to look at the camera and tells her that she was guilty of killing his brothers. Further footage of the video shows them cutting off her head and then stabbing her in the stomach. According to Deborah's sister, Sarah Bessa, Deborah was a member of a drug cartel but decided to leave them because she wanted a better life for her 5-year-old daughter. Some sources even state that Deborah was supposed to be hiding from the gang in church. They managed to catch one of the men in the video, the one holding the machete, and then one woman, Lucille Souza, who was also supposed to participate in the execution. Both were sentenced to 60 years in prison, but after the appeal, however, the man holding the machete in the video got his sentence reduced to only 36.5 years. They were both members of a well-known Brazilian cartel. I warn you never to look up this video because it's absolute.
Yeah, I for sure ain't looking up that video. I would advise you guys don't either, because I'm sure it's terrible. I'm sure it's horrible. And I've been around on the internet long enough to know you don't go seeking that stuff out, you know? It's bad enough when it finds you. You don't go searching.
8 strange and unexplained videos from the internet. A guy was walking in the woods when he saw a strange creature walking in the distance. The creature looked very similar to Bigfoot. The person kept recording as the creature walked and finally disappeared into the forest. What do you think? A person driving a car notices something floating in midair. It is hard to know exactly what it was, but from what I see, it looks like a bird frozen in time, or maybe...
It's hard to know exactly what it was. I mean, I guess he did say it looks like a bird, but that is very clearly a bird.
Be an object. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't see any,
A strange phenomenon witnessed by many, where a tornado is formed in such a way that leaves locals baffled.
Algo misterioso, algo extraño. Parece como una corriente de agua que va hacia arriba. Parece como algo que nos...
A strange object is seen hovering above the sky, resembling a UFO.
Kind of looks like a blimp. I mean, it's got lights on it. That's a blimp.
A strange recording of the lightning and weather. At first everything looks normal, but at the end, a strange light passes at immense speed.
That was a moth.
What appears to be a glitch in the matrix. The airplane seems...
Come on, what are we doing here? You slow it down, that was very clearly a bug.
What appears to be a glitch in the matrix. The airplane seems to be frozen in time.
So that's why the descent always takes so long. So we'll be landing in 15 minutes, 45 minutes later, we're still in the air. Make it make sense.
The video taken by a fighter jet pilot shows a strange object flying in the sky. Many claim it to be an alien UFO or some extraterrestrial object. In this video, you can see a strange UFO-like object in the distance. There are 2 of them flying towards the mountain and then disappearing.
This is the slowest motion. Oh, there it goes.
Ted Bundy studied law. He graduated with his undergrad. He was going to law school. And he was like super popular. Like a lot of girls liked him. He ended up getting married. And one thing that you'll see with a couple of the cases I talk about today, which is so weird that there's a link between this, but a lot of these serial killers have like a political affiliation. Really? Which is weird. He worked on the campaign trail of some Republican in the late 60s, early 70s, becoming really big in that area of his life, right? Yeah. He did interviews where he talked about he had this weird little bug in the back of his mind that always wanted to do like terrible things. He started off like he would target girls that he thought he could get, right? And so he would use his charm usually to get them to trust him. And then he'd pick them up and then he'd do what he does, right? No, Ted Bundy is a crazy case. It's one of the rare cases where the serial killer is a popular guy.
Normal-looking photos with disturbing backstories, part 4. In 1937, many people were traveling on the Hindenburg airship, but they never reached their destination. The airship caught fire while landing and was reduced to ashes within 1 minute. 36 people died, but 62 people managed to survive. This is a seemingly innocent photo of a family in Sweden. However, this young boy circled is actually 15-year-old Osama bin Laden, as he stands with 22 of his siblings before he became the world's most wanted man. Finally, this man's story is the most horrifying. After killing this little girl, this man wrote a letter to her mother saying her daughter's flesh was incredibly tasty and that it took him 9 days to eat her entirely.
Some people in this world are so sick. Oh, God. Makes my brain hurt. I hope they put him under the jail.
The woman and her kids were out and about in the late hours of the night. They arrive home to see that one of the bedroom lights has been turned on. She claims that nobody should be home and there's no reason the light should be on.
Leaving it on. Yeah, I'm sure I didn't leave it on. Come on. Listen, I'm gonna walk inside real fast.
Don't do that.
You're for me? Yeah, I want you. Oh my God.
At this point, I would say definitely call the cops and do not enter this house.
Right.
But she does anyway.
Oh my God. Somebody broke into her. Yeah. I don't know. Oh. Jaden? Yeah, it is. Go next door. Go next door and get your icy, okay? If you hear me scream, y'all hear me scream, call 911, okay?
No, call 911 now. Oh, I didn't realize.
Girl.
This video has been seen everywhere and nobody know what is that. This looks like somebody threw a wall in a water. Like a concrete wall or something. Because it's not a sea creature. So what do you guys think?
Or is it? It might be. Look at it. It's shooting something out. Could be a sea creature. Don't they say we've only discovered like 5% of the ocean or something?
This person is undergoing an exorcism, but believe me, the ending is even more unsettling. 99% of the people who watch this video are unable to stay until the end.
Sounds like a challenge.
Subscribe, share, and comment on the time at which you're watching this video.
It's currently...
Look at their eye. It's terrifying.
It's exactly 3 a.m. right now. Whoa.
And then, a demonic entity leaps onto this unsuspecting person who asked for nothing.
I got 2 terrifying videos for you tonight, but before that, don't forget to follow for more content. In this video, a man was walking his dog in Los Angeles and he was able to capture this video. And the video, you can see an orb floating around. What could this have possibly been? Let's watch the video.
Bro, that's a drone. How many people in LA have drones? They're standing on that roof right across from me, probably.
This is probably the scariest video of this month. A woman was coming back home. Everything was normal until a security camera was able to capture something horrific. The video is terrifying. Let's turn off the lights and pay close attention.
It was unnecessary.
She kept waking up to strange noises in her house, but one night she finally found it. A paranormal investigator uploaded a haunting video of a case in Córdoba, Argentina, where a woman began noticing a foul odor emanating from her living room. Then, on the following nights, something began to visit her while she slept. In the video, as she's woken up by noises in the living room, this happens.
Oh.
¿Quién sos?
I think a what might be in order.
Ay, la concha de la lora. Ay, no.
But as she goes to investigate, whatever's haunting her house decides to trap her in darkness.
So the entity you're talking about is the Hat Man. So let's talk about the Hat Man. I've seen the Hat Man manifest himself in two different scenarios. You ever get so tired you start seeing spiders? Me, after I take 17 Benadryl and start seeing the Hat Man. The who? So that's why Benadryl is a meme. A lot of people will abuse Benadryl by accident or on purpose, which I don't condone. And they start hallucinating and seeing the Hat Man. The weird thing about this is, why does everybody see the Hat Man? It's not just like a one-off thing. It's whenever anybody abuses Benadryl, they either see spiders or the Hat Man. The second scenario is people who abuse substances. For example, it's claimed that Aaron Rodgers on his ayahuasca-fueled trips to Peru actually saw the Hat Man. And the Hat Man was holding the corpse of a dead rabbit and sometimes a blade. Many claim that during sleep paralysis, when you feel a great pressure in your chest, that means the Hat Man is about to appear. Some say this is a warning of impending doom. Others claim he feeds off of your fear, which is why he just stares at you menacingly. And also, the Hat Man is like 6 to 8 feet tall. So obviously waking up and seeing this huge thing hovering over you is gonna scare you. Many mysteries still surround the Hat Man and what his purpose actually is and what his motives are, whether it be to warn people or to terrify them. I never want to meet the Hat Man. Let me know if you guys have seen the Hat Man in the comment section below and what you want to see next.
He feeds off of fear, and that's why I ain't scared of nothing. Just kidding. Scared of clowns and spiders and heights and snakes a little bit and the ocean and I don't know, probably other stuff.
In a quiet suburban neighborhood, a group of adults decided to add a chilling twist to their birthday celebration. They hired a creepy clown, clad in eerie black and white, to entertain their guests. The clown's unsettling presence sent shivers down the spines of those in attendance as he moved in bizarre, unsettling ways and leered at the partygoers. As the night wore on, the atmosphere grew tense. The clown's antics became increasingly unnerving, and the guests started to regret their decision. Suddenly, chaos erupted, and terrified screams filled the room. Desperation and fear gripped the partygoers as they faced something more terrifying than they could have ever imagined. When the dust settled, only 2 survivors remained, traumatized by the night's events. The police investigated the disturbing incident but never managed to locate the mysterious clown. To this day, a chilling question lingers: is the creepy clown still out there, lurking in the shadows, ready to haunt another unsuspecting gathering?
Nothing to do with the paranormal. However, he recently purchased a 2002 Nissan Xterra and decided to install some LED reverse lights on it. And one of his viewers requested that he test it out and show the performance of the lights. And so Mr. Fender decided to head into the woods to showcase his new installation, but managed to capture something absolutely terrifying instead.
The lights are definitely functional, but unfortunately I live in a city and there are street lights everywhere. But I can find a place to go test them. Okay, I found some really dark woods. I just put some tinfoil over the reverse lights. So I'm gonna show you what the stock reverse lights look like, and then I'm gonna uncover them and show you what the added reverse lights look like. These are the stock reverse lights.
Literally can't see anything.
And these are the ones I just installed. Look how friggin' bright that is. This is amazing. Yeah, so these are not just for looks.
After the car lights turn on, a creepy looking hand can be seen just sliding back around the tree and into the darkness. Mr. Fender then decided to come back here during the day to take a look.
Okay, this road goes down to the lake, which is right there, and a public boat landing. This is where my truck was backed in. Well, it's actually a path, and that is the tree with the stick leaned up against it. As you can see, people illegally dump stuff out here all the time. Mostly trash, but a lot of animal carcasses too. And this is the tree. And here we are behind the tree to where my Xterra was backed in. I'm about 5'10". I'm not a very superstitious person, so you're not going to get much out of me. I just think, if anything, somebody back here.
A creepy hand behind a tree in the complete darkness of the night, and he still thinks it was just a person. To be honest, that would be the scariest possibility anyway.
True.
What do you think? Ghost or a person or something else? Let me know down below.
A cryptid might be your best option in that situation anyway, because if you got a person out there in the middle of the night and they're just watching you, and they're chilling in the woods already, they are not up to anything good.
It seems that a man was taking a leisurely stroll in the forest when he suddenly heard a noise. Out of fear, he decided to climb a tree, and looking down found this.
Is it a kid? Doesn't seem to be in very much of a hurry.
When doing a tour in an abandoned building/warehouse near to a lake in Oregon, the YouTuber captures something terrifying, which makes him instantly leave. Take a look.
Hello?
Oh my god.
The most incomprehensible video on the dark web. You can see things you'd never see in real life.
The hell? He's like, what are you looking at, bro? Mermaid? Might be real, who knows? 5% of the ocean. Bro's chilling on a rock, smoking a cigarette. What's he doing? This is so fake. Yeah, that one's really freaking... It looks like Avatar.
Here's a second case of demonic possession. This little boy saw a cross of Jesus, and now he's agitated. And there's another case of paranormal activity at home.
Whoa. Yeah, what do y'all think? Was that real or fake? And that last one, I don't know. Again, security camera footage is probably pretty easy to fake, but that was wild. The reaction looked pretty legit, so I don't know. But there you have it, folks. That's day 28 in the books. If you enjoy this kind of content, be sure to check out the entire TikToktober series in the description below, or you can just click like right over here. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. Right over there. Just click it. That's all you gotta do. Thank you. Appreciate it. Sweet. And until next time, which is tomorrow. Peace.